Hi, welcome to my channel, Contact Kathleen. I'm continuing along today on my project of describing a client who has brought an issue to discuss, to examine the answers and questions posed by the tarot in response to their issue, and how I've interpreted the cards drawn in the context of that question and the client, of course, where they're at in their lives, what stage of development they're at, and just looking at the whole idea of the tarot, what a tarot reading involves. So if this is a topic that you enjoy exploring, if you're a student of the tarot yourself or you enjoy going for readings, then remember to subscribe, press the red button below, subscribe to my channel, and press the notification bell beside it so you receive notifications in your email when I've uploaded a new video. So I did have two women. I spoke actually with three women today. Two women came to see me in person. And I'm going to do a little bit of a mashup video now, looking at the two issues that these women brought forward. One of the women is having problems in her marriage. This isn't unusual. She has been married for a fairly short time, I think 4 years, and she has a young daughter. And she has decided to leave this marriage. It is incompatible on many levels, but she's frightened. She has no alternate source of income. And this, unfortunately, is true for many women. She has a job, but she doesn't have any savings, and her income is relatively low. And she is concerned that her husband won't support her or help her out. Of course, he is completely against any notion of separation. And I could see that. I said I felt that her husband was going to be difficult. He wasn't, and she asked, is it possible to, change his mind, to have him, want the separation as much as I do? And that had come up, the Five of Wands, which is strife and struggle, and no. I said no, I'm afraid not. She has met someone new, and that was another aspect of her questioning, is what's happening with the two of us. Is there any possibilities of a relationship for us after I leave this marriage? And that had come up, the Death card. And I said, oh, drama. And always when we see the Death card in a reading, it has a huge response in people, of course fearing that they're going to die. And I said, no, but I do think your relationship will go through many changes. And clearly his approach right now is seeing that your relationship and your marriage is obviously dying, and so this means that your relationship with him will also change as a consequence of that. Now, with the two of them forge a relationship together, had come up the Hanged Man. And I said, no, I didn't think so. Neither one of you is really going to be able to act to make anything happen in this relationship. And she said she understood why that was the case, because she lived in one city, he lives in another, and neither one of them are going to be able to change cities. So it didn't look like a relationship, a serious relationship would be coming about between the two of them long term. But we talked about that, and not all relationships are meant to be long term. I said, I think for what you've been through in this marriage, and her husband has hit her, they've had a very difficult time. I said, I think you needed someone to really appreciate you, and you need some lightness, some enjoyment, and obviously this has been, part of the reason he's come into your life. we explored some other questions, like, for example, how would her daughter take this separation? What is her response going to be? And that had come up, the Six of Cups. And I said, I think your daughter believes that, will always believe that the two of you can come back together again, and that she can help you. She can be of service, and she can, you know, with being a really good little girl, or, you know, being sort of positive, that she can pull the two of you back together again. And that was a little concerning. I said you might want to start having some conversations with her about how she's not responsible, and how you really feel about her father. You certainly have respect for him, but looking at him as a partner really isn't, you know. So I said you will have to open up lines of communication. She asked if her husband loved her, and that came up, the Empress. And I said, this is the mother of the deck. So I said, he does appreciate your nurturance and your kindness and your generosity. So I would have to answer yes to that. I think your husband does love you. But, you know, unfortunately, love isn't all you need in a marriage. Marriage requires more compatibility. And clearly you and your husband are not compatible. Then I saw another client, and her questions were more concerning about business, and she asked if she was considering a business, and asked if I thought that would be successful. And that came up, the World card, and I said, this is like all-encompassing. So, and then we discussed what the business was, and it seemed to tick all the boxes for her, which when I think about the World card, it's an all-encompassing card. It would be everything to her. So it would be enjoyable, it would be profitable, it would be pleasurable, and it would be something that she felt was sort of the crowning glory on all the businesses that she's had before. So she was really excited about that. She was hoping that that would indeed, of course, be the case. She asked if she should go into business with her daughter, and that had come up. This is the Nine of Swords, sorry, which is they call it the Nightmare card. And I said, although it will feel like a nightmare, it's not as bad as it looks, but definitely there's trouble in the two of you going into business together. She asked, what kind of trouble is that? And the Seven of Swords came up, which is saying basically there's a lot of things that your daughter's kind of not revealing, or she's not putting out on the table. This is like a sneaking around or bad plan card. So I said there's things going on under the surface for her she has not revealed to you. And when those things are brought to light, this is going to result in a lot of conflict. So no, I would not recommend that direction for two of you to take. So thank you once again for joining me here today. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. That helps others to find this work on my videos on YouTube. If you want to connect with me, then please feel welcome to go to my websites, Tarot by Kathleen. I have a number of websites, and or watch my other videos. But if you do wish to contact me, then email will be your best approach. You will find my cell phone number online as well. Just Google Tarot by Kathleen. You'll find me. I'm in Victoria. And I look forward to seeing you here again soon in the future. Thanks for joining me here today. Bye for now.